Autodesk BIM 360 Design lets project teams collaborate on shared Revit models. It helps reduce errors and omissions and enables faster project delivery. One of the components of BIM 360 Design is Revit Cloud Work Sharing. Folder-level access permissions within the Document Management module allows teams to define and control who can access individual pieces of data coming in from Revit Cloud Work Sharing. In this workflow, an architect is collaborating with the structural team on a cloud work-sharing project. In this case, the architect needs to enlarge the room, so she changes a door location and moves a few walls. The architect uses the Publish Settings tool in Revit to select views and sheets of the model that should be published to the cloud. Once these changes are made by the architect, the model is synchronized with Central and then published to the BIM 360 document management environment. The Design Collaboration module, which is included in a subscription to BIM 360 Design, helps teams control and coordinate the exchange of work-in-progress data efficiently. In each individual team space, you can experience an up-to-date view of the current state of the model. The individual team has complete control of how other project teams see and use the current state of their work. A great tool in the Design Collaboration module is the Project Timeline. This is a visual representation of the exchange of data, showing packages that teams have shared and consumed throughout the life cycle of the project. A package is a container that bundles a team's Revit models and sets, which collaborating members share between teams. Now let's switch to the structural engineer's perspective. Just like the architect, the structural engineer can explore all shared project data published to the cloud in the viewer in his team space. This viewer displays an aggregated view of the project model. Combining models the structural team owns as well as all models consumed into their team environment. The structural engineer has already consumed the previous package that was shared with him by the architectural team. And now, on the timeline, a new package shows up with the recent changes made by the architect. BIM 360 Design makes change visualization easy and intuitive during the design process. The structural engineer can compare the changes between a given package and the previous package from the same team, showing added, removed, or modified changes on a single BIM artifact. Teams can navigate change information in models by team, project phase, or building level. This is a quick look at this functionality. The number of changes on the list may vary when filters and search criteria are applied. In the past, the structural engineer would review revision clouds in project sheets. With BIM 360 Design, the structural engineer gains quick insight into the number and type of changes made by the architect. Once all changes have been reviewed, the structural engineer may decide to consume this package, since some architectural changes affect the structural designs. By consuming a package, the structural engineer brings the architect's package into his team's workspace. By doing this, he does not own it or take responsibility for it, but it becomes a copy of the data in the architect's package to incorporate it into his team's workspace and use it for further design development. On the timeline, the package's circle icon is now filled to indicate that the structural engineer just consumed it. If Revit users link into the other team's consumed online models, those Revit links are automatically updated in the team's authoring environment. Now, with the automatically updated linked architectural model, the structural engineer can update the structural model to have it aligned with the architectural design changes. Used together, Revit, BIM 360 Docs, and BIM 360 Design provide better controls, greater data management, and improved design productivity and efficiency through multidiscipline team collaboration.